Okay, I don't know if this is gonna be. This is not like a Grave Fear song that'll go on the record, um, for the 2026 record, whatever that is. But it is something I thought of. I saw this video of this. Might have been Casey Neistat. I think it was. He was talking about a piece of musical equipment that you. It has. It's like a synthesizer with like a different stuff, and it's from the guy from Tame Impala. So I saw him and he was making stuff, and then I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I watched a bunch of videos about it, and it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I was like, well, how much is it? And it's relatively cheap for that type of equipment. It's like $700. But ooh. So I was like, if I was going to spend $700 on an instrument, I'd buy another guitar, definitely. And there's like a bunch of guitars that I would buy at that range that are really good quality, actually. Anyway, I was like, oh, wait a second. GarageBand. I have GarageBand already installed on my phone. So I played around with that synth before. So I was like, okay, well, let me just see what kind of noises I can make with it. Just like with the guitar, I just took the same approach I did it with my guitar to um, try to make noise and try to figure out something that would be uh, interesting, at least for me. um, so I just wanted to have something spacey and airy because the idea was I can create different sounds and different textures and stuff for star lapses, right? So this is um, me just trying out different sounds, and then I found that sound like the second thing that I found, and I was like, oh, if I and then the reverb stays there, and it kind of sounds like a theremin, kind of like the Star Trek type of sound. And then I was like, oh, it kind of has a zoomy sound because it's space and stuff like that. So this really, what I had in mind was another track for using as background for time lapses or star lapses or time lapses for that matter. Um, and to have it as a usable sound, I need to put it up. So if it's music, I'm going to call it Grave Fear. If it's so that way it'll be usable for me for other projects, just like I do with the songs with a guitar. Oh no, I'm using an electronics thing. I've already do that with the drums. The drums are all electronic. I basically program them into Logic, so it's not going to be part of the Grave Fear record, really. It may just make a piece of it where like a piece between, the first half and the second half. I still may do that now that I think of it. But I just wanted to have, I thought of this, I made this, and I was like, I've already used it in one Star Lapse and loops.video, but I was like, oh, I want to use it on YouTube. Let me make it a Grave Fear song. Let me put it out. So I literally put it together in 10 minutes. So it's like 35, 40, 46 seconds. I made it in like 10 minutes. I was playing around with it and I was like, that's kind of cool. Okay, that's cool for a background. I don't have to use anybody else's music. I don't have to use anybody else's stuff. I don't have like 2 years from now get a copyright notice or a takedown notice worse that, hey, you can't use this song anymore because it's been taken out. But I want to eliminate that as much as possible. I just made a video with other people's music and it comes up and says you won't be able to monetize it. If you monetize it, somebody else is going to take the money, and it's like, joke's on you. I'm never going to monetize. I'm not that big. I'll never make money doing this. It's just the way it is. So I'd rather not have that, but I can't create the type of music that I want to use for like the Hawaii video. So I can create the type of music that I want for star lapses and time lapses, I think. So at least I can create something, I can do something, and this is just another facet of how I'm going to be creating noises for backgrounds of videos.